Iri busiadia chibia yemamuni nada chinya mama kwa bakesipa o mamu te century so e Adoatv kasafili kesi so na te se bring you to so ya sanso esinkunya sama hodra e fa o mine kan kono mine puntu na tese muni memi de de esinkunya na yetwetwe ho commodity mi abo ama cheso mine chichere so etumi afane tuma pa efra and then memi ya sanso esinkunya biom na se na muni no o mamu te century de sama hodra de kan editi no na echepre na yetwetwe ho komo and there that for free asanso esinkunya ye be twetwe komo mafa new voters register se mama ne komena so e wo mine na won na wo be hu say enye studio mu ye usual studio mu na e wo na be pie mu e wo be fufro kra na me guest am ne no ba be twetwe komo and then no min dan e sisi anchro men kan ho asem nchro sisi a ne mo metwa me ho na asem chenkrato e ba me dan e di achro na komo twetwe da po no so no yetumi atwe na me ka won so say twetwe ko so masene na ajimi de medba somo any mego prefabric and what so krojia e mo beto we pebo ma pomdi itumi esipi na esita afen so blue city ties apapa e just so eno na yaksen natural mesh channel capsules na betumi abo ma wa pomdi itumi esipi na esita me am meet na dwemu e de dweme de on channel de am de so any political baby face mo mind na yomre
Ago, good people of Ghana. Here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it and wash your hands with soap and the running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868. Or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and the running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and partners.
Ya brand malaria near would you be prepared? Hey, Jackson mix and near ocean one what you are. No, I'm young red. Wapas, chicken one. Jackson Mr. Straw and Vania grow. Yo, no, we know that. I want to Vania grow. No, Jackson Mr. I am malaria and quadia. No, me Jackson Mr. Now, bet yes, King.
They won't any more about a fur about my flower. About flower when you feel you and the murdering. Jackson have a Mr. Only size.
nya da je train me ma me twa me ho nje nkrato e ba ye se na me di kan ten ho e de e chere wo no me guest am nsa ka no a Ghanaian politician. He was once a deputy Northern Regional Minister. He's a member of Parliament, 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic, representing the people of Sagnarigu constituency on the ticket of National Democratic Congress, NDC. Viewers, Ashafo, my guest and the Honorable A.B.A. Fuseini. If a man a kwaba, na come to trade up on us. Ebi ashicha so kama honorable memo akwaba kesi dia bo mai
me so metio no de fie nyina
bibi aboko die
masa me say o man dia na before even COVID-19 na o man no masa already
sir
na COVID-19 by dia ye pasa this time yeah
sir
I which you do too much
ujidi
oh masa me say mu nyina I which you na aka mu nyina bra obi abre
wona wo ka wasem na waka wasem
I say come on here
sir
maybe we are constituent until your constituency nyina ye the whole people of Ghana until they said the whole people of Ghana ahuchen obrenu masa unprecedented even this time Nana Akufo-Addo president himself ojitum say ahuchen was so far
ojitum kwan ben so ukase ojitum
oh ona kasa ojitum say ahuchen wo krom. He can deny it, obvious. Say, yeah, he knows that there's absolutely
don't come, I won't say.
No, it's admitted on various platforms. Say, we're obvious. Obvious. Nobody can deny that.
I part meeting a course, not an end this month.
Masa, Mammy, the kind cassa. Yenina Krumha, sorry, Jinaswa. This current crop of nation wreckers going in the name of leaders of the Electoral Commission, Jean Mensa, Madam Jean Mensa, and the bossman. Omudi Jabetu Ekromi. Yes. Masa, since you started young Electoral Commission, now we are spineless. Omuni bone. Omuni guts to stand on their own.
They are an independent body.
On paper. But they are being led like chobi, like puppets. They are manipulated like puppets by the MPP.
How do you defend that statement?
Yes. But the current discredited exercise, Master, what to be done? Since the advent of the Fourth Republic, Young Electoral Commission, no pander to the whims and caprices of government to say the Electoral Commission way. To the point, say, Electoral Commission bar, they want to maximize how Ghanaians can vote. Until we saw at every election, the Electoral Commission endeavored to say, they will increase the number of Ghanaian voters. This is the first time in the history of the Fourth Republic. This particular Electoral Commission, one person with two numbers.
I didn't see. We are so original, so the cast anything.
Master, Mammy can a year. Because I dare me. Master. When the decision to make the your friend is saying Ghana card, any passports, the only basis for people to register as voters.
That's not the only basis.
Wait. Those are the basic documents. They are the only documents you need.
That's not the only requirement.
No, I'm coming. They are the only basic documents you have. The only window they are getting, that one is supposed to be a window. It's not a requirement.
Is it the
Sir, Omuka said, you go and get two people to come and guarantee you. So if you don't get two people to guarantee you on your own, you can never register. If you don't have birth certificate, if you don't have passport, and you don't have Ghana card. Am I lying? So, you won't be that. All the electoral commissions and all the electoral commissioners and others, Nyomi say time draw, Obia Nyoya Ghanaian, who was a line. You true with it. So will be person who challenge you say we near Ghana. They can bring forward those challenges, but those matters are resolved. You who be that. Now yes, say document, you create document be and sa say we are Ghanaian. Masa, ne you define Ghanaian citizenship with birth with Ghana card and your friend's passport.
I'm just say since 1995 crap on birth certificates Nakasan hasn't been a requirement with the current CII issue 2012 the crap year issue no. NIA has been part of that. Now the only thing that is standing out now is existing register now may give him. How does that amount to wrong?
Masha, the first question you be say MPP any electoral commission. I didn't know how to say Ghanaians in Anko register no one to aba.
Now someone can say my Ghanaians in register.
Omaka say wouldn't passport, wouldn't Ghana card. You can register.
So no, there are requirements or the be register.
So that is that a one assembly war or one no prevent ya catch off nipa.
Nti omu say A.B.A nipa do na enche den in Ghana card ne passport. And that's why they gave another alternative. Say ubeswe affidavit. Now we are you get some two guarantees.
Masa, you afraid that one window is not the door. The main requirement no and in the most important.
Inti no mu say most Ghanaians will be disenfranchised.
So Masa.
Another alternative.
So who ba me point so nti ankamu say most Ghanaians will be disenfranchised. We be use requirement for. Because you know that the requirements they would shame no a disenfranchising most Ghanaians.
The concerns are more easy.
So take it away. For instance, identity no more say 17 million Ghanaians voter ID card. So why are you taking the voter ID card one? Are we?
Existing.
Exactly. So mu pese mu ha Ghanaians say nye deliberate ploy. Say mu pese mu disenfranchise na mu preventing nipa pi. Millions of Ghanaians from registering. Identity na mu yi the existing voter ID card. Masa na mbisa question. Nana Akufo-Addo or your president me boa.
Sure.
Register by na buy.
Existing dey na you use.
So is the existing register a credible and credible? Yebisa MPP4 sa register de yi Nana Akufo-Addo no a credible and credible. Say credible Nana Akufo-Addo or credible president. Because
a legitimate office holder meaning
so how can a discredited register bring forward a legitimate president? Say register no nye a bit the president ne woye aba. Nti so ye
more reasons in tia.
What are the reasons?
They are requiring for
what are the reasons? Omo this is a flimsy, wishy-washy. Because of public platform. And I say nyasa nim.
And I know.
Yes, that's why I'm saying that I'm tempering my language. Because even electoral commission, Madam Jean Mensah, who can say or explain I want or ye go to me kasa. She can't give any convincing reason as to why this particular register must be jettisoned. Until if there's any register which is more credible, in fact, this current register is more credible than the electoral commission members, and more credible than Madam Jean Mensah herself. This register has more credibility than she herself.
How?
Look, the register was used to pick two presidents, President Mahama, President Nana Akufo-Addo. Okay? To elect 275 members of parliament, including Mankasa. You didn't create 6 new regions in a referendum. You elected thousands of assemblymen, tens of thousands of unit committee members. You did by election. So this register, I get Juma Pima Omani. These people, what have they done? They have just taken over the electoral commission. Bibia one time. Omu Juma yet. Omo born to say kankai. Omo born. They are clueless. They are spineless. They are crassly incompetent. Omo nim Juma yet. Master, I'm going to give you examples of why because Omo born. Just the last meeting the Okayan, that electoral commission, I invited NDC. In the letter of invitation to the NDC, Yakocho said that meeting is taking place 2010.
A mistake.
Master, when you are sending communication to political parties, no mean groups that political parties, you must be meticulous.
It's honorable typo.
Way is incompetence. It's not typo. It's clear incompetence. Sir, where our PRO or director of public relations, or assistant, she herself already through all those things. None of them saw this thing.
That's my oversight.
You see, I say incompetence. And when the NDC drew their attention, NDC had drawn more attention. Say, I'm let no more in 2010, 10 years ago. Almost my time said, time meeting which was supposed to take place at 10 a.m. Almost to say 10 p.m. And sent a second letter, 10 p.m.
Second one on a matter, but first one in the main.
Second one.
2010, then the main.
Yeah, that was the first letter.
10 p.m.
That was the first letter.
Electoral Commission A.B.A. It was a mistake.
That was the first one. The first mistake was pointed out to them. And this is now you have heard here. And then the second one came with the 10 p.m. date time. So glaring act of incompetence. Number three. Yeah, this is a group of people supervising electoral commission. You're crafting CI, constitutional instrument. So constitutional instrument, and then they regulate the way elections do. Under Madam G. Mensah, only had 3 constitutional instruments. First one, the parliament, incompetently crafted. Parliament, said, Madam, there would be a more mistakes won't be my money. Mufanko. Na parliament church sister. Second one, the second one, but worse. Terrible mistakes. Yes, I did. I didn't to go under the guise of under the vigilance of the minority. Yeah, exposed to one. Yeah, they are caught for the second time. The third one came. Even the third one, there are problems. Recently, we say honorable members on the minority side. One movie say even there are too many errors in it. And that the LI should be thrown out. So we will say, "Ejumanu, omu nim ye." Nso omu bre omu huasi. They will not eat humble pie. Arrogance. Mami no were very capricious, arrogant. Won nim hwi so. Won bre wo huasi. Ma ye kire wo ejumanu ye. You are so haughty and capricious.
Obviously, because there is something which has been occurring. It's not say anytime the other prior to elections the other no. We won't say there is this argument. Incumbent government, any largest opposition
Masa, what has happened?
Any largest opposition party, with voters register. So we say more say Jane Mensa, Mammy Jane Mensa, I say no. Samson A.B.A. MPP appenson, you say Charlotte to say. It's a deliberate attempt via Moye.
No. They are happy to say and happy that. Masa, ubet much me, I bind the A.B.A. na ya electoral commissioner. Jeremy, in the Fourth Republic. I buy no buy no be electoral commissioner for. Ubet much me. Ebasoda. To remove an electoral commissioner from office, a chairperson of the electoral commission. I buy na A.B.A. na ya a chairperson of the electoral commission from office. Ubet much me. Happened. It simply hasn't happened. Under Fourth Republic, Obia and Obia. This is the first time Nana Akufo-Addo not setting that dangerous precedent. Okoyi Mami Charlotte say with a fictitious petition. That petition, even there was even included in that petition. Obia and who long time ago they didn't come. So a fictitious petition, just some flimsy excuse for so-called procurement breaches, which is not the core mandate of the electoral commission. Okay, so Masa, that sets a dangerous precedent in this country. Say, near Masuda, say you see the sanctity of the electoral commission. So serious, say, electoral commissioner they are touching. Nana Akufo-Addo not only on touching, what you do for Nakofa Madam G. Mensah about because what person obey dirty work, what person about the normal rigging elections. Omuko via about the two. What 2020 December?
How do you defend such statements? Say, but about some very good election.
And that is what has started. And in almost starting, they have started attempting to steal the elections. Because who say, Yenti Bita.
Say,
Ghanaians say, Omu right to vote. Masa Kofie, the Constitution. Constitution has only 3 conditions. Say, within Beko, that is 1, you must be a Ghanaian. 2, 18 years and above. 3 of sound mind. Say, number 1, be a Ghanaian. 2, age by 18 years and above. And that, why doing that so? Okay? Those are the only 3 conditions. That is the Constitution. Any other regulation, won't even call regulation be, they are denying Ghanaians the right to vote. Because the right to vote is sacrosanct by the Constitution. And the Constitution, laws are all the most superior law in the land is the Constitution. Any other law we are inconsistent with the Constitution to the extent of that inconsistency, null and void. Until electoral commission only need to me, near only regulations to use a regulation to defeat a constitutional provision. And that's into them can say, Uncle, see where lawyer and when this fundamental it is me, my law school. But where you're fundamental, even first year law student, 1 year this thing. Into them can say, we're born. Because one more, this thing you should know it. Say, want to make a regulation that would take away a right conferred by the Constitution. And the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. When you say, no, yes, this horrible thing or person. And I'm indicating to you, sir, once the Constitution can say, ma obian tamper with the rights of Ghanaians, identity no mukdikofa Ghana card, any passport, as a basis of saying that, and some will register, just award those cards. Where in the Constitution have they stated that? Anyhow, on no kofa buy, and then compare not dream body for bringing those things. It's because when I jim to you can say it's a state this in the same say together with the NIA, and that's a connivance between the Electoral Commission, MPP, and the EC. That's the unholy alliance between the three institutions. Omuwia A.B.A or the Yabetu or this. That's why the NIA call. They will go to some places. Omu who say MPP Omuni Ahodiha. They will make sure that NIPA P in register. And to me, who call Northern Region? The number of people who registered previously, like in the election in 2016, less than 10% of them. Only less than 10% no that Ghana card. Even for those who registered, those who don't even have who have the part, 6%. Who go even all the way to even Ahafo, 8% of near registered 2016 freely. Go to A.B.A, you reduce the population. Until a deliberate effort by MPP and EC to make sure that you better reduce. Nipa do right to A.B.A. And you know that free and fair elections are starting from the registration time you will start to register because we need register to A.B.A. Until the tampering of the people and preventing them from even exercising their right to register is an attempt to rig the election. Sa no mudi started. That's why omudi sa Ghana card any passport. Masa kofia almost statistics. Nipa do no more passport or mine. Some have even put in the estimate between 600,000 and 1 million. Nipa do say ubetuma kokrum kra the whole village ubia nipa ba kokra ni passport. Ghana card omu yeyi ube come many places are nipa p omu anye. So if you are using even the own statistics, and I'm very generous, say from
say Mujidi say these two things Intiana more agree to or more decision now. The another alternative about it. Why don't we focus more on
which is there's no other alternative.
Inti nya Omaka say obeso affidavit na when you to guarantee.
Do you know what that means? Do you know, number one, how long it takes to swear an affidavit? Yeduba police station, you can take the whole day, you even finish swearing one affidavit for one person. How many days normally year registration? How many days?
40 days.
So how many people can you get to swear affidavit to register in a day? So in any case, me a full brother Ghanaian, why should I go and swear affidavit that I'm a Ghanaian? Masa, would they found share in the
yeah, yes, your mom Ghanaians if you register him. Into no, I know the now new Ujun who this away a Ghanaian, but to near over register or no best them who say as Miss Anna so being a Ghanaian or by my register.
Previous this in the year then who say we a Ghanaian. If you get to the community, if you get into the community, so no, there's no mistake because I am presenting myself as a Ghanaian. Who back said being a Ghanaian? You have to prove that I'm not a Ghanaian. The onus of proof is not on the.
You are also a Ghanaian?
No. If I say I'm saying I'm a Ghanaian, you are telling me I'm not a Ghanaian. The onus of proof is not on the accused. And it's on the person who is making the accusation.
Constitution also only make it legal for Ghanaians to register.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I am presenting myself. I'm presenting myself as a Ghanaian.
What shows?
I'm a Ghanaian.
It's not just by mouth.
What shows I'm not a Ghanaian is what you can. What is left for you to prove. Not
media. Imrana mame hon kwan. Say oba e wose metumi ehun say we Ghanaian and sign as a register.
Yeah, so me presenting myself as a Ghanaian. Who now be catch say we Ghanaian. So if you doubt that I'm not a Ghanaian, you should prove to me that I'm not a Ghanaian. It is not for me to prove. It is for me to present myself as a Ghanaian. And if you have reason to doubt that I'm not a Ghanaian, maybe you know I'm a Nigerian. Show me how I'm a Nigerian.
No.
So the law says that he who alleges must prove. It is not the accuser. If you accuse me, we can say Maria Usika. And then say me na me be proving me innocence. Who now be say Maria Usika. So it is not for me to prove that I have not stolen your money. You have to prove that I have stolen your money.
Difficult. Say you can say wow, but me na me prove say who you Ghanaian.
Yes.
It will be very difficult to make things.
So if you don't have evidence, if you don't have evidence and I'm proving that I'm a Ghanaian, I'm a Ghanaian.
What proof? Who prove it? What did you prove it?
Prove it. I don't need a proof. I'm a Ghanaian. Why? I present myself. Why? I'm a Ghanaian. What do I need to prove? What do I need to prove? Prove you say I'm a Ghanaian. So if who now who say me a Ghanaian, you should prove that I'm not a Ghanaian.
Me dem rana ma me ho kwan say we say me bo modern say who ye Ghanaian and sana say my register. Instead me dey nhihye ya ba.
So in most cases, objections were hard. The objections come from the political parties and agents near more. So me bahwa na obi nim me from say me be register na obi nim me other MPP and na NDC agent so papa me nim me in Nigeria or fiha.
Exactly. Now guarantee am now register.
No, one guarantee man. And I'm telling you that guarantee no is a fake. This is because how many people can you use the guarantee process to get through the system? Obi wa passport oba sharp oko guarantee you can take the whole day won't be your man papa. How many days are they going to spend at the police station to register?
In some areas, there are some areas now it's going to be so difficult for you to register with a guarantee.
Master, so I'm just asking you, sir, why do you want Ghanaians? I'm a full-blooded Ghanaian. Why should somebody come and guarantee for me that I'm a Ghanaian? Me more example, me consortium, me ko baby. Na ohini, that is ohini kromnu ohinu. What be some say MP? Yeti say kwasi assembly ba. Say you can say we need passport. We need Ghana card. Me na me ohini wo kroma, me need passport. Me need Ghana card.
Me did so ohini ni ka kwasi assembly or to sebe.
Yes. Me ba. So me ohini me need passport. Me need Ghana card. Inti mu ka say mu the registration officer eba me kroma ha. Mu be bisa me ohini say me need passport, me need Ghana card. Inti me register.
Eyemra.
Obi na oba me ba. Obi na oba be kire me say on be guarantee man me ohini wo kroma.
Emra.
Masa. Some imra a stupid imra.
Mwana musheshe.
No, me ba. Say a stupid imra, but the people have the right to resist stupid laws. Which I say law be a stupid that the people have a right to resist it to make sure that it is changed. You to go baby. And if there's a law that attempts to take away my citizenship.
People be only young citizens.
Yes. No, all the people there. So, and that is why they are telling the Electoral Commission that the CIA Omudibai, Omuchem, because because the people at the grassroots will not allow them to do that. One who say minority, ya movie say, sa CIA Yentungu, wanti, yakasa some say the CIA is full of reading with contradictions. Say me a Ghanaian. Ghanaian citizenship is now defined, say, unless we have passport, and now we are Ghana card. Is that the definition of Ghana citizenship? Can Ghana citizenship be determined by passport and this? Because this same passport, every passport, when Nigerians or Ghana passport, are they Ghanaians? Even this Ghana card they are doing, Nigerians, so are they Ghanaians?
Non-citizen.
Are they Ghanaians?
Non-citizen. Say this person is a foreigner. As far according to National Identification Authority, and yet Ghana phone kwana register over there Ghana card, a ECOWAS card. You should remember. Into citizens, there's an inscription also it says a non-citizen card. And
yes, so the argument is very simple. We are registration exercise. The previous register about 17.5 million people no more register. Who Baba can register? The only people who qualify are just less than even 8 million. What does it tell you? Registered your work previously. After every election, numbers no equal. So they are expecting say by this time about 80 million people are register. Nyumbe person who qualify register just about 8 million at most. Then natural. Say who trap more than 10 million Ghanaians, who prevented more than 10 million Ghanaians from registering. What is your motive? I dream born in a war with him. Now, person will so many Ghanaians away, so I'm to me into about because MPP who say Omu Nina better about you bet to Nana do the bunch. Because one Yajuma, what disappointed Ghana is a hopelessly uninspiring president. One Yajuma, Ghanaians are sorely disappointed in his abysmal performance. Until when you say January, you're quite less, you bet to know. Until a person, you're Canana, only better commission.
What should say be Omo wo chire say omo be disenfranchised omo are not MPP members.
No, so you can say masa ye de NDC yan ka say MPP ana NDC ye say Ghanaians nyina kwan omo ko register. They are MPP, they are CPP, they are UNG, UGM, A.B.C, XYZ. And fine, all that you can say Ghanaians the chance. Obia ne oya Ghanaian ma ko register free. That's all. Until I said, a debe na MPP slow, no person Ghanaians in our register. That is what we have been doing. Charles Nuba, Yamba Ghanaians in our register. This time, pa and another Fado, no person Ghanaians in our register. Until I said, as some by ne war, no person Ghanaians register. That is the issue. Because almost so, sir, Ghanaians get free will in a free, transparent, free and fair elections. You better know. MPP didn't go. They will go back to opposition because Ghanaians are disappointed after 4 years.
Now, say any voters register na Emma party every elections.
Hey, Master is the voters register.
Me just say any nipa dodo me who say na me put in post. Say na wo catch say MPP for any person man voters register so na mo the 2 or man for say na omo ye na.
Yes.
That's not the only requirement and I say no need support
the voters register is decisive. Master, we didn't come voter register. We to make what about?
Say register the one register but me trust say na wo tire say eno na benam so ama MPP aban mo betu omo say
because omo say in many areas of the country near omo person mo koto aba no ye betu aba no tia mo nti in those areas we make sure say card no and quote ye mama northern upper east upper west central brown hafo western ni nyina go and look at the numbers Ashanti Krampo na omo ko pad numbers ni and eastern region the whole country go and look at the rest nyina they are suffering huge deficits.
So now we eastern Chrome view and restrictions
but even omenye we ba question numbers so vis-a-vis the other areas ye the machines ni nyina ko me at the time we started SS in my region northern region yakwa ye kakra machine no asai ye kakra paper asan until nipa p wo muntu me anye
and I'm show concern about that.
Yes, until even at the end they say woman to say to the numbers in the northern region are very low. Okay, so if Amoako G2 said numbers are very low, why are the numbers low there? In other areas the numbers are high, aren't they? So until they can say deliberate. Say omo person mu bia aba no. About 2 December no no person mu bia aba no. Into na omo the deliberate effort to disenfranchise millions of Ghanaians. Until they can say emasu. Because here in this and the good people of this country are serving notice we will resist it with all legitimate means at our disposal to make sure that there is because every Ghanaian has a bonafide right. And yet Nana Akufo-Addo no more right. The constitution of this republic and Ghana near bia right say on register. So Nana Akufo-Addo on need to me the obetuma is her right no away. On need to me on this set right anywhere. Na Madam Jimensa on this side right said constitution the right your friend said nipa said nipa do said a be register register na we hear regulation I find that right away need that to me masa anka wo constitution ha me will be about me fear men anka me the bema article 45 kokan article 45 is very very clear. Article 45 can say the functions of the electoral commission shall include A, to compile the register of voters. Language the constitution is the register of voters. On can say a register of voters. Or see the register of voters. B, to revise the register of voters. So obey your revision. You will revise the voters register that was compiled and which has been in existence from 2016, from 2012 to 2016, and that is what we are going to continue. We will be creating new separate register. Only to me. Until I say, "Mami, we are born." because on board you will see all these things in the distance and act. And now you're using it to say Koliko want to me standing on her own and do what is right and proper.
She's an independent person.
Which independent?
It's a state.
It's independent. It's independent on paper. They are not independent, but their actions and their behavior, they are subservient to the MPP.
They are not working for the MPP.
They are working for the MPP. In fact, they are working for Nana Akufo-Addo.
They are working for the nation.
They are working for Nana Akufo-Addo. This current electoral commission, as far as Jumani Omoye, they are working for Nana Akufo-Addo. They are not an independent institution. They are not. Because of their behavior. We are not looking at what the constitution says about the electoral commission. We are looking at their conduct, behavior. Behavior, their MPP and no one. Ever since the Omubaya, have they said no to the MPP? Not once. Because only no did Omubaya say Omubaya had the job.
And did you say no to Charlotte or say?
Which one? What did she do? Obi didn't want register. Charlotte say by Obi from the register. All people who were MPP and non MPP, they were allowed to register. That's how come MPP won the elections in 2016. Ya you Obi ya omam free chance to register. It's the same way Naka said, Nana Akufo-Addo any MPP. Omuma obia free chance. Obia ko register. Na enko to abanu asudwe near Ghanaian spare. Yebe yi near Ghanaian spare. And then we all go. But who person who go ye kanana bi na yi obinimidi from the register. Embaso. Ntineka said that kind of thing is an attempt to rig the elections.
Senator flag bearer for the National Democratic Congress (NDC), Mama Kanye, in 2015 said we should allow the EC to work. Why don't we apply the same situation here?
Yes, you should allow the EC to work. Nobody has said you not allow the EC to work. But allowing the EC to work doesn't mean that the EC can do anything it likes.
You are dictating for them.
You are not dictating. The media just no, who has dictated? The catcher said, who you obedi? I don't know you obedi. We can't ask you that question. We are Nyami. Electoral Commission, the fact that they are independent, Omi Nyami. Omi Nyami. You to me be so question. They are accountable to the people. Electoral Commission, they are not an island by themselves. No multi baby, Omo think gods. They are not think gods. Even the President of the Republic, who is elected, we are accountable. Not to talk about an unelected chairperson of an electoral commission. In the electoral commission, what Madam Jidmesa now war IEA, 2012, under President Mama. Wakase, even though the electoral commission is independent, it is accountable to the people, and that they must listen to the voice of the people.
Accountable,
yes, she herself she should listen to her own voice. So they say, electoral commission cannot just do as it pleases because it thinks it is independent. Okasa. Today, on the chairperson of the electoral commission, we brief. 1%, they should play the music back to her. Say the electoral commission may be independent, but it is accountable to the people and must act in consonance with the will and aspirations of the people. So as far back as 2012. Okay, so the electoral commission, though independent, is not an island by itself. It's not insulated from the will of the Ghanaian people. In consonance with the will of Ghanaians, Ghanaians will not take it.
My own story be where but the America say allow EC to work near Mama Kanye, Okay, dated October 8th, 2015. Also, President John Mahama has waded into the controversy surrounding the call for a new voters register, saying the Electoral Commission is at liberty to decide what is best for the country as it inches closer to the 2016 election. The Electoral Commission is at liberty to decide what is best for the country.
Yes.
That's the same situation. The current Electoral Commission led by Madam Mensa is also at liberty to decide what is best for the country.
Number one, President Mama Kasane, MPP Omuji President Mamedi at that time. Did they agree with President Mama? When President Mama said the Electoral Commission should be allowed to decide, MPP Omukade.
Same time, this thing has been something.
No, and on top of that, at that time, President Mama Kaine will be added from the register. Did they make any conscious attempt to remove people from the register? Did they create conditions like passport, birth certificate, and BBBB, So to prevent people from registering. Ebaso. That's how come, even in spite of that one, over 70 million Ghanaians to me form Mudin too. Go and see what they want to do now. They are only person will register, almost 10 million crap. But NIA statistics plus passport and all those things. So how can you remove all these millions of people? Your politician say the person will and fata. So the fact that the electoral commission was to me say they should be allowed to come out with this. Nobody has stopped them. But when they have come out with what they want to do, and you will right as citizens. So we are not interfering with what they want to do. If they say they want to do this, they have a right to say so. But you can't say, democracy, and until you have every right as citizens to tell them after they have made that decision, say, decision, and yet we have a right to point that one to her and insist that they do what is right because they are accountable to the people.
Sana Mama na former president Ankasa Saka said, I'm not supposed to interfere in the work of the Electoral Commission. Ghana has an EC that is independent and does not consult the president to do anything. He is not supposed to interfere in the work of the Electoral Commission.
Yes.
Same way current the issue he's also not supposed to
we are not judging him by his words, but by his conduct. Whenever you electoral commission, if you are not supposed to even interfere, they didn't even interfere. They removed an electoral commissioner. So that is the clear difference between what President Mahama said and did. So you are not judging leaders only by their words, but their actions. The MPP, judged by their actions, have done the worst thing to this democracy by forcibly getting people to go and concoct a fictitious petition and use it as a basis to remove an electoral commissioner. A fictitious petition, and I told you that there was the name of a dead person. I mean, there was the name of even a dead person. If push comes to, I will mention his name to you. His name was included. Can a dead man write a petition? Nya ou efunu to meet your petition.
Me man saying when me say alleged, so he who alleges.
And then I say it was proven when the name was even pointed out, they were embarrassed. Okay, his name was included as one of the petitioners. So a fictitious. So they just looked for some trumped up charges as a basis of getting Madam Charlotte or say out. And that's what I'm coming to make sure say I did the Nana Kufuado Yenu and you're unparalleled in the history of the country. Okay? Because first, like I say, when you are conveyor belt, you the petition about onto me yesterday or yesterday or presented the petition the A.B.A. He has no alternative but to present it. Yet the petition back to the removal of the former Chief Justice. Yet the man, up to this time, when Yejuma on that one, he left it. He never even touched it. Hadn't he? Only one on your conveyor belt. So why did he choose to act on a petition against Madam Charlotte? Say the one against the Chief Justice or Kase Wanyohi? And he swore an oath at the Independence Square to act fairly and truthfully to all Ghanaians at all times, and not to discriminate on grounds of politics, ethnicity, religion, and other factors.
It is Sagnarigu for so MP new voters register now.
Masa, ye kase, Masa, register
there.
Now
we do many.
Register there, ebeba, ebe you obiadia, and ye juba was anaru.
Only Makasa, at say, one so more consensus on this.
Sanaru people are part of Ghanaians. Omunina kase, register nyoba or the registration baba na. Sanargo indigenous Sanaruni. Masa. Tio indigenous Sanaruni, Omunina indigenous Ghanaians. Nobody. And your president Nana Kufuado nobody.
Ghanaians in an air resisting.
Almost resisted there.
And your Ghanaians in an air resisting against the new votation. Someone in support of it.
Yeah, those who are supporting because you're on one your card. So they can go and register. But those who don't have the card, they have a right to do it. P. Masa, a whole village will be a new one card. So you go to that village, naturally, the whole village said, Omunina Ghanaians. Until someone to say,
Omunina raise consensus until say new voters register as a because
until Omudiba as a constitutional instrument, no be a new size, a foolish job no. obi abe contemplate because excuse me sebi kwasha sem so much that won't say nipa ni adwin ya juma
obi yes start register wo hono o ma me catch o MP register no ma ba mo ye wa Ghana card no ye mu bebre ye nya bi yo say was there no
I just even went I told you that we even made representations. I even called this Kenatifwa and others to point out the problems. No, because they will come and rectify it. Because yes, that will come and the say Nipa P and register. They themselves they recognize it. Say Nipa P and register. And that's why we're saying that it was deliberate. Because in one area, you have the machines as they are doing in this region. You assembly within 2 minutes, you can register and go away. But in other areas, you have to be more than 30 minutes. Nipa baku, you have to be registered. So that by the time of the day, Nipa just a few of people will register. Deliberate to make sure that in those areas, the demand is a Ghana card, to be register. So that we tell them that they should go and use affidavit. Affidavit, Nipa saying you can't even do 10 in a day.
Medase, honorable Besubodu Mama, I me chame ho agin krato. Mo ebusia my muti century media na we no gusto a wo hwe Adoatv kasa fide kese so. Meni onimonyamfo Alhaji A.B.A. Fuseini ana ye twetwe nkomo efendi kan fa new voters register sema amane homeless. Ye betwa ye ho ne agin krato ye bank ma twetwe no ye beto as.
And that's what you're saying. Now, that same mixture, no, and that's
ya bread malaria near would you be prepared? Hey, that's a mix and near ocean one what you are. No, I'm young red. Wapas, chicken one. That's a mixture, that's a mixture, that's a mixture. So, and Fania grow.
malaria and quadia, no me yakse mixer. Now, bet yes, king.
They won't any more about food, about my flower. About flower when you feel me and no murdering. Jackson have a mister only size.
So nyada je cherry mami chame honjin krato eba yo my muti century media na just we no guso a wo hwe e wa Adoatv kasa fidi kase eso meni onimonyamfo Alhaji A.B.A. Fuseini ana testation competition na se busia kame ho na competition a sha se deda no ye to aso ona wesa ma akwa
mo so me Joseph
ye sha de intisisi a ipac meet mo ankoi mabo ekoti mo anko insem ne adwento ato ekoso ha ni na mo anko na mo de mo no atomo bi na mo akere mo adwen electoral commission say mo ye den se gari botoma na mo bewi o se kole lagun na mbe ko tomu se den yo new voters register no mo be ye moon patiki, moon say more boycotting, more resisting against new voters register than not just registration is most moon register.
Asa, you see, Anuma or two or so, ye ni or form.
I said, children,
who can say, who are dear to say anybody are, or better form. Until Omuka say, letter commission, we are much the will of the people at the Ombeba form. What do we kind? You walk Kroma, no Muka say, this friendum, Chichina, hey, Ombaya, your friendum. On disease, you can't just say, move full down, to me. This, I won't say, oh, you pay, what happened? Ebasu. Amasu. Almost 30. Almost can't just say, by 18th April, you bet you register. Me boy, and you know,
coronavirus in
18th April, coronavirus. Could be some say by 18th April, machine bakukra, even as we speak now.
So now 18th April coronavirus.
Until I'm say, even as we speak now, machines the omude silence bakukra go and new kroma. Quiet training, sir, them train them. Use the old machines no discredited. Only machines. Contract the Omuko science and the over supply up to now, bakukra on any kroma. And I'm challenging you in the media. Country letter commissioner, Madam Jimesa said, and this senior can say, Omu ya atufu, say, machines new, say, machines new, Omuma will chop pictures in the chair Ghanaians and your machines new, on Fajro. I challenge them.
But you are interfering into Omu.
Because Omu as some bonnet, the own person did to Kuro High, or be a dear, Ombeshi Kumi. Omu di jack bet to a crummy. Your democracy, their nature all these years no. Madam any bossman, ye the jabber to Okruma. Because Master under no circumstance, na any bona fide Ghanaian, no ye proud Ghanaian, or bet you order or be by yin D from the voters not now what he D afia was and Basu.
Any right.
It is bona fide right. Nobody can take away. Master, will be take away your birthright. Now you know what we will cry. Struggle for your bona fide right and make sure that nobody on the face of this earth beg you right. Ntina ka say masu. They can go and say you pass laws they are passing masu.
How many dates are?
Oh,
now who can say
Masa, Mammy Bissell, the last they won't come any meeting. No more. Call for them to just inform them. Parties no more or beyond to them party all the party today. Bissell say Assembly no more. They were just sitting there.
Now money on most day when you call so.
Oh, why? Say why? Even say even MPP4 inside their party, and your money no open say they are possible. Even inside their party, so it's possible. But anything I catch so into one committee and they are costing in even at the level of the electoral commission, and your money no pay because assembly mami ni deputies here. Pay their cost. But because they can't speak.
Yes, inter-party advisory committee.
So they can't speak. So IPAC no, since Mami Ba was bastardizing IPAC was a consensus building instrument. The political party need to far dream. Niamema elections, near democracy, no echo ye. Until for all the years, from VCRC, RAC crap, the first interim letter commission to Afarijan, to Madam Charlotte to say, they respect IPAC. Until Omu boa IPAC, so that together Ombe Fajin, the air papa. And that's why Ghana was touted as a beacon of democracy. Nipa Besuan, a Juma from a yellow letter commission. But Mami de, the way we bastarded electoral commission, will be a person about even Ghana Besuan be a female. Was say, why ye electoral commission, you poto, no respect me in Ako. Will be unrespected Ghana do. Because Omu Yenyaman the Fata. Electoral commissioner, or person or Yen Nipadi, so Omuntu into Aba. What is your use? We use to say, as a letter commissioner, we use to say to compile a credible register. Every Ghanaian should be included in that register.
Or if any cast of a 2 Boabo and age Nana, one year in 19 Suntia or Casa. Electoral Commission A.B.A outlining roadmaps to new voters registration. Most must say, Embasso. Now, Dynamo 19 Suntia Modi.
Maybe so say, even not Omuquire, timetable in a way. I want to invent timetable or see, by the end of June. What date is that?
Last week in June.
Master, what Bissau says here, last week of June means what? Last week of June. Statement Benny. A useless statement. Last week of June. What is the date for last week of June?
We are in the last week of May.
Last week of May.
Last week.
So we are registration exercise. Do you start it on the last week or you start it on a day? And yet one day now we start the exercise. No.
Yes,
Do you start it in the last week?
Better say a bit me with that period.
You don't start it on the last day. You start it on a specific day. As an electoral commission, they should be clear. Say on this particular day, June 28th, June 29th, June 30th, you start it. You should be able to put your finger. I didn't say, "Oh, you're clueless. Oh, you're a bunch of spineless people. Oh, they are so crassly incompetent. Oh, to be fair, even on finger on a date because they don't know what they are doing. Perhaps masters MPP and selected date. Answer no decided on a date. You are waiting for the MPP to select a date. Now, MPP selected date. Mom said, "Munkofa date away."
MPP na show.
Yes, the MPP now they are living under the directions of the MPP. Where there are any secret, say that it's now an open secret that the electoral commission is in bed with the MPP. Clear. Where they say they are taking directions from the MPP.
The NDC alleges. Well,
it's not about alleging. Open. Why? When we say MPP defending electoral commission with even all this crass incompetence exhibited, they are defending them.
They are defending them. No,
opinion. That's the opinion by many Ghanaians. It's clear, Massa. Me person we your opinion survey. Now, I catch you say, election, you better tune an for the budget because Ghanaians are agitated by the kind of governance, abysmal governance that we have today. Until no one say free and fair elections bar, you better tune. Until no person will canana and manipulate electoral commission so that nipa pin to me register. No more register on the from strongholds. All the rest of the country, you have phone numbers now before. So
say hardship. Chile Ghana for a name
and your hardship one.
Nothing.
Massa, corruption, yentibida. Corruption under this government, a book can to the high level. Never in the annals of our country's history. Yeah, you corruption to say we and another kufadu.
And until our man for be
from the presidency down to ministers and this Massa a rot.
And until our man for be too.
So Ghanaians, Massa, recently, look at this disgraceful galamsey in their culture. Apart from the fact that you see ministers and others, party functionaries, party chairman, party general secretary, regional chairman, no omunina for galamsey. She tape the eba Fripom Boating, Honorable Fripom Boating, Minister for Environment. You can say party here sika until Yankoye Galamsey a defund political party. This is a criminal activity. Galamsey is a criminal and the party is engaged in criminal activities. When they are never in our countries and others of our countries history, political party openly engaging in criminal conduct. And yet, and then in the midst of that, you could see caterpillars. Master caterpillar, wood in the size of caterpillar. Over 500, in fact, later on, they are reversed figure to 700 caterpillars. Caterpillar, a 2 million wings, a 2. Under Nana Akufo-Addo. Very, very disgraceful. Say, minister, you all supervising that rot at the office. Nothing has happened to him. Yemba, Anas, Onu no say, opposition, Oba, Anas principal, or the Bayajuma, Anas the tape badu, Anas the tape chenu, Charles Bisu, secretary to the interministerial committee against illegal money. Yachinu, scrub, or G envelopes, or Jessica, now Magalasio concessions. Nothing. So corruption, Massa, you can't corruption under this government a DOSU, National Youth Authority. Stinking corruption and embezzlement of funds. Finish. No action. That is how to fight corruption. Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority. Corruption dear Koso. Bust. Corruption dear Koso. Massa, you can't corruption cases. Ghana cylinder manufacturing. You making allegations and you even NDC4. And yet board members, you Nana Akufo-Addo Nkasa are appointed. Board members, almost see the CEO are corrupt. Until you investigate, you know the Nana Akufo-Addo. Board members, no almost see CEO new corrupt. Why you omunadi? CEO no honor allegations of corruption. You know what now? People who wanted to fight corruption, Nana Akufo-Addo, what you omunadi? and gave the one who was corrupt, allegedly corrupt, to leave the office. So, so you make corruption and the new government, they must support all. Ghanaians have lost confidence in him. Okay? Uber into areas of infrastructure. Recently, COVID-19 by Okase Obesi hospitals, 88. Well, 6 regional hospitals come 94. For 3 years, MPP 4 years, hospital back Kunkra Umasi. Ya challenge was a baby, almost see hospital, one hospital, MPP, Omuba power, 3.5 years, one see one hospital. Injury time, Akau bear 5-6 months, Ghanaians be 2. Now see, see 80 or 94 hospitals. Because Odiadvi Diagro, Okaka Ghanaians Yadvi, Eswa, until on respected Yadvi. MPP for more respected Ghanaians Yadvi, Omukase Yakora, until Omudia Diagro. Ghanaians are patient, they are waiting for them.
Maybe send your motion projects, people, hospitals near the idea. Say, I can in real more yen to us beyond. That's the same situation. If you are also chassis or expected say I know Numpu no be sansu every 2020 elections. You know, say different party crown and beba betwasuna. That party should be able to continue.
Yes, to buy idea no continue.
And then I made trust.
Even hospital yeah, Uncle Biakuranu on be.
And I made trust.
It took demonstrations for the University of Ghana Medical Center. Demonstrations by students and others.
Maybe and I make sure say see ana wo kasano mo projects I would much say about current government na abandia just say akawiri mu a enye omonye ho hwe no. That's the same situation. So yes, so you're looking forward to say see your share or share hospital ni see as a fee mu a na say enyo numpu no be sanso ewini 2020 elections no na say ban for betini dwane so that party should be able to continue.
Yes, so until I can say government is a continuum.
Sure.
Anka or Sibia, President Mama about 2021. President Mama will continue. But almost year who?
Well, I know that it lies in the hands of Ghanaians.
Yes, until I can say by the grace of Allah Almighty, President Mama Wabeba. 2021, January 7th, President Mama Beba. Waba, we land like MPP. One can say Waba project Biwa. The president will continue it because it's in the national interest. What you said, Nana Kufadu.
Consensus be more easy. I would try say Nuntin ye be 2 Ghana for be 2 MPP. Man, you couldn't say bunch if you have been done so corruption, hardship, any honky kai be brino. Say Kobani sad the end. The Becca say moon so no and Nuntin Ghana for 2 mufi. I've been done so. I the MPP for better.
Because you see, Omuchantro in the run up to the elections, Nkontompo, MPP all over the place.
Say.
Omuma Ghanaians, utopian promises. Okay, Omuma Ghanaians say MPP bad there. Obia hu beton. What Nana Kufado?
Honorable Mpacho Meba. Na say me amiti hui say I'm living large, me living comfortable. Now be share me boss said then cry. It won't shake me and kicking because nya me wa mata so no.
Into challenge MPP say omunye slogan. She wasna wasitimi na to ababa.
Intino and they say yes say sadia and they na jury mumutena no so no sana na hardship corruption ya wonke kai wo interna
say no musu omu use slogan say omu hwe omu sitinem na to aba and lie to Ghanaians there omu di ba omu de omu ba
interna sitinem mu nya interna ye tuti am ye the MPP
me tra ha na me ka say under NDC difficulty bi anim me tra ha kasa because I am man kan kure there were hardships but and yet say ne hardship there one is unprecedented. Meanwhile, omu no mama Ghanaians promise omu dia omu ba ye hu beto e.
And we are switching conversation.
Masa no, mami this example. The tap pot tape no Nana Akufo-Addo yetina sika so. Nso come there. What is our tape no? Nana Akufo-Addo yeti sika so into come there. Ne yetina sika bebre so si kon kunye and Nana Akufo-Addo. Yetina sika bebre aban bia ni ko ha wanye sika ti say Nana Akufo-Addo aban. More than 5 times the revenue President Mama Nyai. And only know yet the least performing. When you sika P is only know the least performing. Into sika no omudi yede. Sika ne ewahi. Onu no ka che say omuba omu koji busua. Sika no ewo ha. Including Dr. Bawoya. This is the government, the national debt as we speak today, you are doubled just in 3 years.
You ever saw conversations? I say a wrap up with electoral commission is new voters register. Me busa question biba me nya answer to my satisfaction. Me busa say sisi ana ma resist new voters register easy attempt to say obey register for front more resist against it no. Sekobani sisi how the roadmap aba what trade dates June. Last week of June, should we expect the NDC to partake in this registration?
That's I think American shall say. Yeah, we are taking part in these elections. NDC be taking part in this election and win the election. But Yakacha said we are going to win the election in which every Ghanaian voter, no you're qualified to vote, will register and vote.
Into mobile register.
Mama answer. Yakacha said you be participating in the elections. You're participating in
new voters register.
No, we are telling you that you're participating in a situation in which every Ghanaian voter, no you're qualified to vote, will be register, will be vote, and NDC will win the elections.
Qualified Ghanaian will be voting.
Exactly.
Me a qualified Ghanaian may vote, so I will vote.
Yes.
Now me say more NDC are more resistant against this. No, are you also going to register? Nanka suppose to vote.
Say you were registered already.
As a new voters register now,
now electoral commission. All Ghanaians whose name are on the register will be on the register. It will be on to me you Obiadi.
Until Utra say new voters register embassy.
New or whatever register. Yeah, you can't say. Register of voters never one. Every Ghanaian who qualifies to feature in the register.
Now say new voters register no super swear.
Whether new or old, yeah, you don't mind which register. Yeah, you can say Obiadi be wom. Notwithstanding the attempts, no more to say Obiadi. Obia will make sure that every Ghanaian will register no ebewom. That is what we are saying, and that is the register that will be used for the elections. That is the register by the grace of Allah Almighty. President. Register the Ghanaians need omunyina dimbewom. That is what they were interested. That is the register we use.
Existing register. No.
Masa, we are just saying that register the ebe use no. Ghanaians near omu qualify as Ghanaians to feature in the elections. We are not interested in old or new register at A.B.A. We are not interested in that. Yeah, we are only interested in the register. All Ghanaians whose names are there will be there for them to vote. Finish.
Into new voters register. I want to get things clearer. In Sembusa or Mafua told their mama
Mama answer no very clear.
And I'm Ibusa say. Sisiano Sekobani say, oh, Trevor, you are not specific as to
I'm specific. Register. I'm just telling you that I'm not pinned down to which register or which register. Nyamikacha say register the year Juma or 2020 elections too. Every single Ghanaian no you qualified to register and vote. Nidimbe contrary to near electoral committee person here.
And no only register being.
Any neighbor register near Yedibe call for elections.
That will be the register in the elections.
Ghanaians never chere. Ghanaians is the will of the Ghanaian people. Then I can say electoral commission. And yes, we are independence. No, me yet the
and our constitution some more the right to compile and revise a new voters register.
But Material already said, even when we read Article 45,
sure,
they cannot compile a new register. Omu need to be. Makacha already say Article 45 say to compile the register of voters. There. So we already have a register of voters. So we want to be compiling any register. Material already. Go and read Article 45. So they can only revise the register.
Yes, it's ultimately trauma register cry and fan
me, I'm not caught in the semantics of old new register. And yeah, near here say register be womb in which all Ghanaians who qualify to register and vote, their names will be there. Omudi be womb. Omuntu mi you obiadi no ye Ghanani no qualify. Amasu.
It is a new voters register in Basso.
I'm just indicating to you what will happen. Say, register the Ebebasunu, it will be the names of all Ghanaians who qualified to register, and their names will be there, and they will go and vote. And you vote, and President Mama Beshababio.
Wow. Inti voting the mobile vote 2020 elections, wow, I say, inshallah.
Yeah, President Mama Beba, I didn't dance your
vote. Yes, yes. And now you can't vote without a register. Only voters register on to me vote.
Makacho say,
it is a company say electoral commission. It say we see tonight or some
Makacho say,
new voters register.
Anuma Husua, ye wofum. I told you the electoral commission can think they are flying high. They will bring them down to F. by the will of the people. Omo to me.
Ntembaso.
Ntinamka says at the end of the day, nia waya ganani. Bia, say ni din wo register mu. Ni din be ko register mu. Omo to me yi ganani bia di. Embaso. Maybe omo pese omo yes but omo nya kwan yes a.
Nti voters register.
Omo yes a.
Embaso.
Ntinamka say nia ni din be wo mu a. Na obekoto aba, ni din be kom. Omo to me yi obi adi na oya ganani. Embaso.
Medase, Embaso, also wadrin chia, also one no. Yen shade say yeba mu constituency sagna reborn ma me say free new voters register no. Na ye assess this current government performance. I can't barely 7 months to end his term in office. How would you score this government's performance?
Hopelessly uninspiring. Hopelessly uninspiring. Yehu abai nya ye manu sika tisa abai. I just say they've gotten money more than 3 to 5 times what President Mama anya. Compare a Jumani President Mama in 4 years compared to Nana Akufo. That's until them can say the records never kasa my NDC. Go fast schools. Nana Akufo do Mama promised during the campaign said obesi 350 senior high schools from the scratch. I'm sure what he start promising. One single one back single one secondary school since Obaya Omasi. Na in fact no more see. Single one, make us say Omam Minu and Amensa, Baku Kurampo Pe, Omasi. Okay? Hospitals. And major road infrastructure. Madam Fu, Honorable Amoako, Minister for Roads. He's a very hard-working man. I respect him. But even Sika de Obeye Juman Kurana and you. Can you follow up by Jessica Nako Finance Ministry?
Amoako no Honorable Amoako Kasa and I catch you.
Oh, me a member of Parliament. I sit in Parliament here, so I know where the money goes.
I know Kasi scheme you are.
Yes, and Amoako has been coming to cry in Parliament say Onisika, the opposite of the Yejuma. But then he said, Finance Minister, what capping even the your friend say road fund 3.2 billion. Road fund they did 2 contractors. Can you forget about 3.2 billion and the finance ministry? This money could have built a number of roads across the country. And no, until even Ashanti in their strongholds, what the Ashantis say, even President Mama, Yentu Abamano, but President Mama, why yet Juma war in Ashanti? Not too long ago, Nana or 2-4, near all Nyasapa, me bois or 2-4. Because he's yes, we are committed, dedicated, wise chief, king. What can't say? Nana Akufo at the former ceremony, when he did TV, Obiamu say, what can't you say? Hey, even NDC no ye Juma haya yet to know, but NDC wa mu ye Juma. So far, mu 30 years, man ye Juma. Minipa mu complaining, say, Omo to Abama, mu ye Juma. Mu take care for granted that.
And no mentia ni nyamemtia na mi hu se motiko koso otun for set to review a catcher o mampeni na do ne.
Yes,
that was as at the time you see na dia for so o ye obetina benjano for so obeye.
No. This one was
in the
30 years.
But
wait, and you know even up to 1 year. Or pay courtesy call. Otun for none otun for can channel direct. And then through Bantamahini, the spokesman, Amoako or can't you direct say, hey, Master Ejumanu and Ko you. Even NDC Mokano, Omo Yejuma, Washanti, Simu. Meanwhile, you two Abama. So, Master, even in their stronghold, they are complaining that they have lost confidence in the government. So, Master, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Me, no, catch yourself. Maybe catch yourself. Ghanaians, even near Omutu Abamonu, they are disappointed in Nana Akufo. Not to talk about near Omutu Abamonu. Even near Omutu Aba, Omukuntakwa, Etu Abama and MPP, they are so disappointed in the performance of Nana Akufo. So disappointed. And no more and yet, no qua. Until I can say, this time you to me, Nana Akufo, no about government. Now, no worship. One village, one down. It's a disaster. Massa, Mimi constituency. 2 places don't come and a disaster. Omanko digi dam separate place. Nipanu, there are 2 places. You pray baby kunjin. and Katara. 2 places no mukwa nipa no omo dam already. Omo kwa no omo ko ye separate dam. Omo ko inside their dam. Na ye dam no poto nti so ba edi so ni nyina afim. So even by the middle of the dry season, the whole place is dry. Recently, NDC, ya showcase a number of so-called one village, one dam. Dry, so new. Ukwa kura apotrokwa onto me nyesu ba ko. Ejina. One village, it's a disaster. Me in my constituency, me ma example, my yet dam and munya time munko, the place is called Sanga, S-A-N-G-A. My yet big dam in opposition. My see big dam ma my constituency in a place called Sanga, S-A-N-G-A. Okay. But Madam Massa Wukwa, Sonu, who stand up, who Sonu far away, even Denchem, Madam, Denchem, MPP, one village, one dam, Apotrokra, onto me Suna. So look at the difference, even in opposition and the government. They are hopelessly uninspiring. Nti edwumanu omu tumi edwumanu sikadie omu tumi edwumanu nti na maka say look at one district one factory total deceit obi ba o wonu motor kin factory we be label one district factory that factory has been there for more than 15 years
some be partner private enterprise
massa that is not what they promised Ghanaians omu see baba omu be see factory that's what they told Ghanaians one district one factory
but mama enyantie say a partnership
massa omu twisan. That's not what they told Ghanaians in the run-up to the elections. Almost say, you better see factory for you better make sure say employment. How many of the factories can they employ people?
Fruit juice, say, or maybe I'm produce this a cool juice.
Massa, how many people do they employ? Coffee. Go right now and see even what is happening at the place. Propaganda.
I'm not going good.
Master, I say go and see what is happening at the place.
Is it a confit pineapple fruit?
Because we say they are private partner in the private sector. And the President Mama. One month even private sector support is a President Mama. Kofi, even what we did to the pharmaceutical and this chemist. Your friend Omusai. These 3 pharmaceutical. Your more stimulus hundreds of billions of Ghana cedis. Today, ya export. Not only just in Africa, but even into Europe. And then real support to the private sector. And yet this wishy-washy at the end of the and call it one district, one factory. So it's a palpable failure. Near Omuye, a half measure, ni a free senior high school. Because fees the Omutuani, payment of that fees is good. It has helped parents and can otherwise Omuniskaba. But they have bastardized senior high school. With the free, your friends say, double track. Utimiko school, 3 weeks, now got that fear for 4 months. What to be that? What school di, or course school 3 weeks, now got that fear for 4 months. Useless. What rendered secondary school education useless? Even because parents, when you see they will be a teacher, on teach you uba, or better 4 months, or better. So, fees they would you first of the womb. So even that one, the Omodibo said, about free secondary, even that one is in tatters.
Opportunity. People they wouldn't get opportunity.
But I just told you who are opportunity.
Senior high
you go to school for
you
go to school for 3 weeks and come and sit in the house for 4 months. And first of the womb.
That's not the case.
That's the case. The double track. You know double track that. Those I have children who go to school. I have friends and others who children go to school. Those yellow track, for almost 4 months. I'm not school until COVID-19 way. They went to school for only 3 weeks. Hoping to come back again after 3 months until into their 4th month. I'm not school. What kind of education system is that?
The coronavirus now,
so any coronavirus, as at that time, they were sending children away for 3-4 months from Kofi. And your coronavirus, they are just
3 months.
They are having, yes, master, where are school? School you transfer for 3 months. Junior school.
Any opportunity in family line look in C school them
because that's
now many this opportunity to at least study for 3 months. Masa say yes, me betting if you betting if you say you can't betting if you can study on your own.
That study on your own. Then what is the difference between your own your scholarship no study on his own?
At least it's a fair idea with school. You tell you maybe kakranka won't count if you wouldn't have any idea about.
Because sadly, a bastardian way. In fact, a man the quality of education at free form. You know, Omoranki. Ghana was among the lowest in terms of standards of education. The respect the Omudima Ghana education system Atiba form under this government. Atiba form, even in the media. I've been in the media for almost 30 years. Okay? Media freedoms. You rated press freedom in Africa. Atiba form 5 places. Under President Akufo-Addo. Under President Mama we have 5 notches up. And Banana Akufo-Addo Atiba form. So Atiba form. Omu yeah says omuba ye 1 CD to $1. Dr. Bamia Oka said they will match the dollar CD for CD. At that time the CD dollar it was almost about 3 and do 3 almost 3 to a dollar. The dollar is 6 CDs and going. Would you ask I say we pay dollar? Go Forest Bureau say we pay $dollar. You can't say 6 CDs plus. So by Bibia and Koye, the Bia 1 time.
5 CDs and Koye.
Until say, we this was officially good year call. Me Mausika, Bepa Mausika, Kochiji way money. Unya. Forest Bureau, you quoted 6 CDs and above. Unya. So don't be deceived by the Omukita bank rate. Bank rate don't go to be Mouse Asika. Omakacho says, you go to the black market and now call Forest Bureau. That is where you get the CD. So if you want the real value of the dollar, and yet what they are artificially quoting for you. Oh, Master, say, yeah, Ghanaians. Once in a while, who to me here, dollars and I'll be who tell you what the rate is. So, and Koye, Nina, woman to me, Omusa, and Shebi, like I said, wait, Yayenu, to perfection. And you're under this government. Then I'm saying Ghanaians are fed up. They can't wait for December 7th to remove this hopelessly incompetent government.
Oh, but said 1.2 million people with many opportunities to save to school about 97,373 thereabouts. It may have the opportunity to be in a work environment through NAPCOA. At least 97,373
is false.
It's true.
That figure is false. You see, anytime MPP or more figures, take your time. A lot of them too much. So a lot of the figures they are false figures. Marty interview with even your friend is saying honorable your friend said the NAPCO boss Barhama, the original MPP or Tamale Central. On my interview, no, I said a lot of people have left there. You see, Bidimania jobs elsewhere. Yajai. Some have left on their own. And the figure of Odiba the last one was about 67,000. Not divide. Even his own figures. So that figures the woman and you correct. And you correct. And he was even asked, how come this way? Also, been agile on their own. Some have found some new jobs and left because they didn't find NAPCO attractive. So figures when you're correct. So say we paid 100,000. You press one, we say 100,000. They council Senate and they started coming down. And you correct. Those figures are way down. Way down. Because Omoaka by their own record say Nipa P Ajai. They are no longer there. So and even the NAPCO you are talking, Kobisa, all the time, even as members of parliament, Ombe Lobby has a Yatiom. Some for 2 years, Oman Jessica, Capre Yatiom. There are owing people between 11 months and 2 years, Yatiomoka. Forestry, the Omo did they were on demonstration. Omo on the streets. Omo demonstration say, Woody, a Jumani by say, Yamba, 1 year, 1.5 years, Muntuaka. You see, Intinam say, we a deceitful government, Omo Tronto, so yummy. Tita, Tronto, Nim say, a Jumano, or yet propaganda keke. Oh, Mama Juma to Magunu, Omo Yajuma. But Mama paying them. The essence is not, if the government better I said, well, Mumba, Mimmo jobs. Is which government? Meaning will cry a better yes, sir. But it's to create sustainable employment. Nya Ubenya Sika at Yaum. Until Nigerians are kind of very easy. That bomb picking no be problem. It be money for cocoa. So creating some NAPCO and some this thing is very easy. When on to me, yes, sir. But getting money to pay them is the thing. So what is the source of funding? Omuba Parliament, you bisa finance. What is the source of funding? Want me to? So no wonder. Time basa yetio muka. Sikali ho. So the young men go with the hope that omenya ka crash umbotum at the end of the day yamutu. Sikali ho. So you have dashed their hopes. If I can uja omukura na omupe omebe bi kakra ko. It's better than deceiving them that woman omujuma. You see busum so an untumi chomuka. Mfa so be na wu. First of all, so Tinam can say, we and young Contopo as an MPP, Contopo no from opposition at the back power. Still in government,
so the OGD said she knew I bit me.
Massa, what would they fetch me?
OGD said she knew a bit me. I praise this government.
Where is it?
Because
I only told you, sir. Near almost starting a year was payment of the free senior high school idea. But the bastard is with a double track. Makacho, that aspect said, Omutia Fisman was very good. Sadia, yeah, Omubwa, near otherwise, no parents Niska Omutia. That's a good policy. And Ubetuaka said, in the run up to the 2016 election, President Mama also bought into the same issue. Yaka said, progressively free. Yaka, and President Mama started 2016, all day students, yet Omunina fees. Across the no single day student at your fees. So President Mama out of the fees with the intent that this is progressively next time we are going to borders, and borders about 10,000 boarding students. Government absorb fees as a first part of the progressive. So the progressive will be open up, and more importantly, school infrastructure. Yes, 10,000. I'm putting it on record. We better check it. 10,000 those in boarding. Okay. Plus free for all these students. Go and check. I'm giving you the records. Now, no picking randomly and I say, through the Ghana education, they managed to find out those who were more deprived. And then I said, that is the way you should go. It should be progressive. School fees. There's no reason why the finance minister can offer honorable can offer government should pay fees for his children. It's untenable to say near way upon white papa or a brofu you drew or nisika. And you compare him with the finance minister, and he and the finance minister, the same benefits. Now, say honorable sector personality amount also. Wrong. Sector will bet much on the bar fees. We shouldn't pay his child school fees for him. Just like me, you shouldn't pay my child school fees. As a member of parliament, I should be able to pay my child school fees. But go and look at the ordinary peasant farmer who has no means of livelihood. Want to me to the bar school fees. Those are the people we should target. That's why I made it clear to you, sir, that this should be targeted. Because free, you are giving me my child the same payment when I can pay my child school fees. And here, take that money and go and build classrooms. One of the reasons why we have double track is that there are no classrooms. Even in the face of President Mama, infrastructure President Mama. These e-blocks, anka e-blocks in New York, Massa, anka even yabanye triple track. And you don't be triple. Because President Mama, ne vision inti, na ye use your friends say, ye use in the infrastructure the Oja schools. Uko Mami Ajuasafu, Domi Kwabenya, ube who say big one as you are. Uko and school children the pound, ube who them in their thousands, Omuba. Bisa one who say, Anka President Mama one see Sadanua, and Fanumako. So there have been triple or even quadruple track, Anka Baba. Thanks to the vision of President Mama. Into your bar, I buy him on for credit, my President Mama. Say the infrastructure President Mama, yeah, and can you know, you must pot all. Because there will be no infrastructure, there will be no classrooms, there will be no dormitories.
Said your case with me, see, damn, I'm a man for even in opposition. Same way I'm making and the people say, whilst in opposition, then be apart from damn now with my.
Oh, Massa. Me to be catch us in my constituency, even in opposition, my yet you must see MPP in government. In my constituency, remember examples. Me buy must see 3 schools in opposition from 2017. I will give you the names of the so we war. Now check it. First, Mrs. School, me baby I'm me constituency. Your friend Kuko Yapasi. Campe Kuko Yapasi. Campe Kuko Yapasi. Mrs. School mom. Mako Corner on the airport road. Who call from Tamale? Who call airport? There's a community closer to the airport. Your friend Corner, KOGNI, Corner. My sis 4 classroom block any office. Amoako that place. I inaugurated it for them to ease congestion in the school. My bag Jisonayili in Tamale town. My see 3 classroom block, an office and a science at the Amoako in my constituency. Ukwa Kobisa MCE say omu MPP buy how many schools no here? They can't show you any school they have built since omu buy. Me in the opposition schools they are me maui. Memang clinics and the chiefs compounds. Sanaru in collaboration makoye auxiliary facilities mamu was Sanaru room. Okay? Mako Marshall. Now but previously under a tree to receive medical attention. Masi chiefs compounds. And when population no add double, all the catchment areas almost started back after I built the chiefs compound. Until a more pressure about until the chief appealed to me said the way Omubanu and Kaye said residential accommodation. And my 2 nurses into my nurses quarters in a place called Malshabu. Note it down, Malshabu. You're on the Kumbungu Road. Masi that residential facility into midwife and a senior nurse or residential accommodation. On bed that for 24 hours, they will take care of the woman and see be that. Yes, and see be that. Well, your friend say on the airport road, the same airport road. Your friend baby town say Dungu, Gungu. From the whole of that area, who feel from Tamalea Ako up to the airport, no more need any single health facility. Until a bianya in emergency that area, they have to go to either Savlugu or Ombeba Tamale Teaching Hospital. Ne Masi Clinic. It's a big one because it's more than a chief command, a clinic. My upgrade my top even facilities, partly with my health fund. Anytime you call Tamale, when look at that place and see the number of women. Yeah, mammy, you call the Munko for healthcare. Okay? And the MPP, Omoba, Baku Krampo, one single one, But until that, so you call infrastructure by infrastructure, schools, hospitals, clinics, chiefs compounds, Nina, dams, Nina, Omanyahu. So no wonder, Mimi constituency in the last in MPP, one police station crowd or to me winning. One single police station, to me far. Naka said, because of that, no moon said, unless Omu bought Kontopo.
When in nature, Ubo, West schools, and they do not know. But me producer catch him say you are my guest today, no, me call Gogo Keke, and I may type it within Woho Keke just to me hear some research about you. First story about angry youths protest. We want jobs and development, not proverbs. Sagnarigo constituency.
Which angry youth?
Yes, into me read this story, no, and according to the story, no.
You see, angry youth. Which angry youth?
They are protesting. How much I say they want
angry youth from where?
Sagnarigo constituency.
It can't be angry youth from Sagnarigo constituency.
That was a statement to me. Poor as a chairman of the
No, you see, if you say angry youth, there must be every youth or group has a name. What is their name? So you can't just claim that you from Sanaru. How do you know that they are you from Sanaru?
A story, Abba.
It can be a false story.
Yes,
exactly. So I'm saying that any nuclear, and let me tell you, even in the event, granted that your partisan politics, MPP4, organizing MPP4 say they should come and raise voices of discontent to discredit your political opponent, and yet, especially in an election year, is it anything strange?
And yet. And it's in Ghana we blame my mission.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because whatever time it is, in doing those things, your aim is to discredit your political opponent.
Story.
Yes, and I'm saying
and
that.
I will picture an idea, feature image.
Massa,
See it.
yes, they say they want
jobs.
jobs.
Read him out. Wow, Ghana Web, dated 24 June 2018, Sunday. I say Ghana's lawmaker, notorious for using proverbs, was given a raw deal by his constituents on Saturday, June 23rd.
Raw deal?
Yes. June 23rd, 2018, when they descended on him in the wake of confusion that broke out at the Tamale Technical University, where the opposition National Democratic Congress was holding its constituency executive election. Alhaji A.B.A. Fuseini, who is the member of parliament for Sagnari constituency and former deputy Northern Regional Minister, was literally chased away and hooted at by angry delegates who were heard in Dagbani, telling him they want jobs and not proverbs.
This is total palpable falsehood. Nobody, me in my constituency.
Yes, in your constituency.
Who can chase me away in my constituency?
You can
that's why I say it's total falsehood. Who can chase me away in my constituency? Massa, why me?
In the wake of confusion.
Which confusion? I just indicate to you. Who can chase me? Who can chase me away in my constituency?
Where the opposition National Democratic Congress.
I'm just indicating to you that I just even returned from my constituency.
It's 2018.
I'm just indicating to you that
now.
So when they chased me away, when did I go back?
Probably matters.
Who is chasing me and who is chasing me and who is going back? If the people don't want me there, how do I go back? And the same people they are talking about.
That's what the story tells.
Massa,
it was literally chased away.
And I'm saying that we just
that.
The people they are talking about, we went for our primaries. If I was that unpopular, you think I'll be back? I'm just giving you an example. I'm just pointing you to the falsity of that story. And yeah, because I can yet so that deeply. If the people can even get so angry, they are chasing me away. I can still go back and win primaries.
And see, you never chanced on this story.
Master, I remember somebody called me and I dismissed it with the contempt it deserves. Because it's total falsehood. Who can chase me away in my constituency? Where? Why nobody chase me away in my own constituency? You see, so they are looking for a diversion. Because like I said, Mama on all this, go and check each of the development projects I've given. And why? Why? Does MP provide employment? If somebody says that they are chasing me for jobs, I'm just asking you a question, Master.
I'm listening to you.
MP, does he provide jobs? MP can lobby for you to get jobs, but MP himself doesn't employ people. So even that tells you that it's misplaced. That story there, Amoako, is misplaced.
Intro na Ghana will be
Intro. Intro.
Story no for Wahasi. The same particular story, and also Wahasi. This is dated 1st June 2019. Or say A.B.A. Fuseini only knows how to speak big proverbs. Show him the exit in 2020. And a former presidential staff under the S.W.A. Johnny Jekum Kufuor's government. I know they better I say be a propaganda thing, but me say confidence no.
So you see, them catch you say me treating you too much. I can match memo proverbs to this was say obi masa obi swimming your friend say
obi jare
nsuwa enye nipa ne ompe wasam fe obeka say wo generate dust. So we saw MPP ni who person on ka say NDC ni wa yeduma pa ye retain. You expect him to say that?
I don't expect him to say that. But a story I mean.
So what did I say? So this in Koto Pasem.
What's the first one now June? There is another story from
another June.
Ghana Web. They were in November 2018. Almost say we did not send you to Parliament because of proverbs. Constituent descend on.
I'm just clear. Say, maybe me ma proverbs no. Yes, another popular. Ya papa. So on him assembly obeka because any proverbs in the constituency obi anye juma in the constituency. There be MPs no omutwe. Ko bisa sadan for. I'm not beating my chest. Development projects. Yes. Development project. Who goes Sadawo? Umbeka say Omwan who MP no ye juma to say. I'm not beating my chest, but go to Sanawu and find out from the people. That's why Namika say MPP last 2 elections to one police station. Masa Namika say one police station MPP one win one police station from constituency. Both parliamentary and presidential. So it tells you the work we have done.
One, I would say general premise or one.
So that story no much said, my so unpopular they chase me out. Now me win primaries view. Near why so deeply unpopular, obey to me na win primaries view. Because primaries e been yet some of our members omu lose here.
That's how man for nation will be.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. So if I was so deeply unpopular, make me win primaries.
But would see be not in a one fake action on this particular say Ghana web now you know say it's not true no
because categorically I denied it to them.
So they should have come out to
exactly
clarify
so that's what
why don't you
I've been a media man for almost 30 years. Those of us who fall foul of our ethics are unprofessional. Expose as the right of rejoinder. They see it as an indictment. So bring their esteem low. So they deliberately refuse your right of rejoinder and will not publish it and give it the same prominence the Omudima original story. So I just tell you that it's total falsehood. And new foundation until I say me challenge say MPP omu achievements the omu sanaro console omu fantiga.
Honorable Medasi, in common, I
don't have it.
Ye the basi and peso share.
Until San almost across the length and breadth of the country. Compared to the record of President Mama and NDC, they pale into insignificance. Until the this time, Ghanaians who are, they can compare 2012 to 2016 of President Mama, 2017 to 2021 of President Akufo-Addo, and the record will be very clear. Say President Mama will give him will be light years away from Nana Akufo-Addo.
Medasi. Ubesha camera ni mama me na eboe to Ghanaians in your constituency.
Oh, me chair Ghanaian for nya. Say ye nyina sorry gina so. Nie Nana Akufo-Addo pese odi ba ekrom ha. Say ye only electoral commission and NIA4. I ye unholy alliance. Say omo pese omo yi nipa di so that Nana Akufo-Addo betuma nya chance enya second term. Ghanaians en sorry gina so. Ye democracy no enye nipa baku die ye nyina die nia woye Ghana ni woye every right say ye fa the din into voters register until yet to be use Ghana card and now passport e define Ghana citizenship e ka che wo say wo die woni Ghana card a woni passport a wontimi ndikoto aba e ma so until ye nyina so regina so make sure nia woye Ghana ni bia ba bia wo krase wo city a wo ba bia ne dimbe ko voters register na ye nyina nto aba ye pe asundwe wo kroma ye pe ntakwabia nti ma ye bibi nya edi ntakwabia be ba wo pese wo ka se obi anto aba wo be yi ni di ba force enye ye ono so be so original so se eye se we Ghana ni eye se ni di ko voter register nti Ghana for ye nyina so original so make sure say voters register dey be use for the elections of 2020 obia di be wom nya wo qualify say what register as a Ghanaian voter e di be wom na use that register ma obia ma equal chance to Ghanaians any na vote after sadaro me consensus dey massa me dey you see ejuma papa na e kasa no ejuma papa na e ton ha so the consequence omunim juma dey me ye over the last 7 years ejuma dey me boss juice woman from electricity, roads, water, schools, clinics, dams omunyina even under my watch villages previously your money light omunyina this time omo wa light computer ye chira omo ba computer even in the villages computer literacy my distributed computers to even people in the village unprecedented enye hoda nti afọ sanaru me nko kasa bre yesi ujuma pa na obeton ha your works will sell you and I'm telling you that the conscience umuni juma de ebo so by the grace of Allah me mean say MPP there your conscience umuni chance
medase ebusia many honorable Alhaji A.B.A. Fuseini and atwetwe nkomo no nemra hye bedwem no gine mu ma de hye a wo sagna rugu abato empeso aso eno no etifido mantemu yebetwa ye ho na ya jenkra to se ba nsanso wo obedwini fufra me no beto ankomo twetwe so enko bebia
Super na wanya pomuden se wo banum nso a hwe hu ni se eye mega purified mineral water eye nso a yetu ni baby pa asaso ni so se kroje se wonya mega purified mineral water bogu ubu a wo see you manum nso pa mega mineral water de edanso esan se the modern technology so na aye ede na nkabia ni atri mega purified mineral water bacteria na mhen wa bewrem eye very hygienic obia di one dance mega mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottles mu na wani bosua na wokon donsio wo benya mega purified mineral water to bebia to phone call dodo wa Amoako Tipa Junction ana afre 05070554009 ana 055392108 mega purified mineral water akona kono.
Iromande show buso a wo show my muti senju media so e wo Adoatv kasafide kesi so midin Isaac to political baby face na make house senju me kwa so yasene na jumedia de so mo any asate roofing sheets afen so me go prefer recognizance so project moto blue city ties over short tie kama na chese baby biada wo biada no ho etumi etwa ma be pie mu e wo no nyamfo foforo akache ye gusu twetwe nkomo efa new voters register ho semsema amane homene so na tesa bato komisa bomodin mede hihye ahodwa ebebo amatesa edin trofo from betumi esipi na esita na ba betodwa enso emsensema ahodo bi ni na mechi a yenhu de beba kofa ba nti no mensasaka onumonyamfo nana Amoako ono emrahye bedwem no chinimu ma de hye a wo apadentra east abaton peso so eno no mfimfini mantem ebema na kwaba na enyo no so ahye nkomo twetwe a edapo no so openike sebema wakwaba
openike to ramos mejo kwa ajwa televisions
biga bogode
yami ado
abaton peso so citizen
iguso
yede nyame ase yenhwa de na wotwi emse asemba ko betu dwa obia e kan wasem kan eye medin tro fofra about komisa esijina se wo ba betro omafo adwenchira na se wonsema hodwa wo kan ene se wo kire se inyoma hodo nyaboni beka se requirement obehia wo betro idin fofro na about komisa dia betu dwa no nipa dodo na enhye de ni bi wo hwe Ghana card ya ye nansen a wo kire se nipa dodo na ensa anka afen so passport ya de bia emse Ghana de hye bebre na eni bi na eno ekoba sana unjin bi se mu party nkrofo o man ko mbeto abade ama MPP amanyuko no dodo na betumi a disenfranchise
we ne ye party asam we ne your mind asam ne yeka enti se BBC sa na ne party lines na ana ma o man no to baby na obi ya come with but nyina jo se Ghana na yehwe ne yetia we have to look on that level no se Ghana asam ne yeka abachro ye gocho no isi na the commission no o mram so smuchure ne de
and your money be a council. Or buy, yes, or buy no buy, have to come to Parliament for the approval. About Parliament, a approval, and you'll be every. And your man can, yes, a little bit handicap for Bino. Then so, Marisham say, yet, and no qualifications as a good trouble about A.B.A. Different alternatives are where they come home ever boy. It's a new way on the Abanachas as I win a pedro. No more. You can also register. And it's a would need all those is now one year tenor. I think say Crunomono, more doors with Saint Corona, don't know will be. Too many people so betting about Bijinamo. I'm not sure. I think say, in fact, it be so and for her beyond some more.
Well, just as I guarantee I just will be paying a account. Na just was to affidavit na o ma guarantee e the amount e na ni pen and that form sir.
Oh, ni pen na form sir. Enya de bi e de bi say se nipa na ye gana ni na se nipa na wo ko na ko ni ho dance no wo ye sure so we gana ni a didn't na wo ko awuso. So we gana ni but they just say form so bi na ba na se bi an krata bi ahwehwe ni bi. Nsi ye wo no ha. O ti ha. Wo na wo ho. But passport we ni bi only other documentation be a bit more born. And so here will be. I think say we need a service as a human being a bit me depend on some hot on.
Well, concern back also will raise the social executive instrument 64 no penny sign na ya restricted in shimu the other don't people be adase. Na about to commissar each sia we see. Ene o man penny so she and boybra. To
see, no, who's a year no year watching him. In him, now trading any mono, the one penny becca. See a bitrum, see a becoso. See in more. He shall be announced with Belgia Council, a bit me too. My BPR, I could be. He can see to me, it's a share within a confinement time should be not more than 25. And he say, because you bet through the 25 papers, so that near you can do it. No, I say, the current my debate protocols no yen and follow waiting at church. But I think it could be done. But I think say again I am trained this week in June.
Or just say a burning sweet see hour.
Every day, I was a missing. When the bread not so baby and I don't know, any 19 fine quantity and any cooperator can be done.
Or just say, Brea, you see where the baby in church. And she didn't dim wasa.
The internet it's compilation na ye be na answer them because I got church reading a sentence and A.B.A. Say every 40 days or 30 days near be na we can get it. Na yeah the whole constituency we can use at least 6 weeks to 2 months to do it. And the other see says yes, I think June and by August I think that they should be able to do it. Our compilation it's a coordination. We are now feeding into a system now. Now Mumubia we are waiting to check within a month. I think by September we are doing very good work and it should get it done. We have 3 months, so we shall done yet maybe. But I think for say employing the panel say by Juma will consultant.
What you say? Say the Akobani say MPP Amanu Kuno Aje Assembly Chinchino. Ne Kamia won't say, what per se, one nam canana council, na 2020 about to a baby to me, area.
Africa for the B.O.B. we ideal. So, seeing I would to impose a baby more. Now, say, you know, and this time on us, Sunday and Gasobu. You know, the podcast parties, podcast talk. Dear no back with you. Abana, your dinner, a could you dinner show and 9 hours in Musokotaba. When we are very frank with ourselves. Me and you, mono film, say, you may be more, unless a police station or now coordinate your new mono. Yabu Faso. Most of these things happen at a strong room. See a day you're faxing your mobile, they see you want some figures, or you say, you trust, I think there's a year Jumani, there's a police station, resource or honor, and a baha. One you see, he's arguing free as a whole, as a Ghanaians. The young share quite first moment, I didn't ever so. Then I am feeling, said the air, say, which one know, which one a few, they be because of you. It was the problem.
What share if you buy a share, democracy, keep him, keep ya say, Can I say about to Biadano, answer na Iraba to Biadana. Men can say incumbent government, any opposition, mostly largest opposition party. No, a year now won't see and go ben crum, a 5 voters register. I didn't know your cobanza.
So, in the beginning, I said we feel so be real. And to work who's in there, that tells us it's not a MVP, one A.B.A. piece of baby. Send this one to be and so baby. But yes, I didn't know Tunche. Me, you have to be objective for all these things. Near the Tunche. Now, you was at Nayan, or Mangan and Hunto, and Yayano. You review, I say, the free. Then I think it's everybody. And today, be a opposition party, either small or large, I complain. Because of his beer, we could be more. I say, why would you man call we are? There's no way. Because last election, I think NPP won about 1.5. It could be less or it could be more. They didn't know what could be elections no more.
2016, you got no predict say MPP Amani Kono, a bit me, eating Kunim, any about to be it or how much you know, and like 54%. And yes, a rabat for. Is there any prediction of it?
Because my camera doesn't come in. I think say a man to the elections, no. Brani Nico, but me can. Cinema catcher of say be winning with 54%. No. Reasons in RSM here. And you bought that time a man to elections now, but me catcher say. Message on come. Now I said we some say the end of Jana so they share on come. Because we are politicians. And you might call your own and call your own. Oh, Yami Adam. See, every kind of cry. Be a courier. But the opinion of me. Into the own penal, you criticize it. See, every kind of crime so who is an individual because a courier in courier, oh, she can crew. You know, the one children. But no one saying, I better say, you know, my good acquaintance. That's why I'm trading a commono, any fruit. But to me, the emphasis there, Amoako, yeah, more thing because of the virus now, but no, my tropical crap. But things by the close of the year, it takes some time. Yeah, Ghana, I'm going to quite a problem. You also have to wait and see the because of other countries.
And how can you people can see free sages? Who can you see free sages? Your couple would answer me see free sages, skinny boot to me see free sages. The most already beyond a free sages, You see, moody free sages, no one.
Please, we are dear, we say. Say, me bring you now, not to me, it's one of the things I know, but it's also one of the things I'm on for Friberiba, maybe she can create for us. It's a very difficult choice. Because most of the resources in a but the government is determined to make sure that every child, when the constitution is there, at gradual or whatever it is, everybody is supposed to have at least senior high school level, so school. It is MPP for a year. Say a boy, so it is what they are. We are the other one. What is wrong with it? And you know, all of us in this country.
You be a moody free sages in Yano.
And
assembly Anna see a car to money and Honky Kayana, Yakaya, see free sages. Yakaya, see free sages. As a free sages,
and you know, also because I don't think say, and no only thing I said you, Ghana member. Look, what do you want if we are came? See, people may think, say, one day, one day for no, and you're buying a shit. If so, will be boil, now do a beer, and the pandemic or the back and so on, no boil. It is okay, one day, one of the appliances still, now some loan, and as a skippy, a quadrumana. He has to take a credit also for it. Say, be on your water, the more treasures only pounds on your Maya. And it is there. Brandy for food is there. You see, I was there, ABC, about 88 hospitals. People think, oh, and you're possible. Go around the rose. This is a year of rose. And in your win corner, so yeah. But the what you can see, in a day, you can't watch them. And Diana, I call Crassus, my career, I can't hold a band and so yeah. No, my draw a band here. I think you also do a service, so be able to the band here. Now, I don't lie too much on those two parties, NDC and MPP. I think we have to be very objective when we are discussing issues.
A couple of me by me, and some be nafi a conivia. I subject you watching. What did you pass it to me repair?
I will say room was not built in a day. We should be as a crown when we are over to us. It's a very continuous process. So yeah, union is whenever they can continue. So here's only a baby which is highly likely see ever samba. And yes, with film, no matter how you look at it, the point is out there. We have to work, do concentration, and it may be as I say, a man, a fan of bantu. That's exactly the government is doing. See, I think A.B.A is on course. The 88 year kind of. See, to me, it's cut a sort for 10 crown or. To remain one of the, also be implemented within the next 4 years. It is a, you can say it, but yeah, it will be a 2 bubble and anything so. It need to be done. And you people also will see. Because we will say, go and check what get fund. Here by arrest, at the moment, most of the arrests have been cleared. We are just up to 2019. You see, it's purchased by ACC. It's not just pre-senior high school that we are doing. We are putting a lot of infrastructures also. So some of these things, the government need to be recommended very highly on that.
Obisubeka say man pini kan wa mayan yan nti say hospitals ni bia say ye sikra na yentimi ensim ye kra so man for no esanso man akonya man esanso ba abendwa ne so bi ma obeto aso na nipa dodo na enimu say afia na wo si na edi akwenti coronavirus ya de kodi wo.
Some of them are to be severe, able to me sick. But most of them I don't think it's able to me away within 6 months. And then be a crab is no matter how it is, and yes 6 months. If you could train 3 bedrooms, grab 6 months now, this always can cry now, you take some time. You do some engineering and all those at net moving and sana crown obviously. And when you're talking about hospitals, regional hospitals, even polyclinics and crown, there's a lot of effort to be done. May not as he say yes, you may cut short for most of them. But yes, between complete all of them within 6 months. Yes, we may see some structures coming up, but I don't think so for people to go and then use the service. I have a little bit challenge with that. I don't think so. But between being so.
One district, one faction, Upper Dentra East, Abaton Persuaso. Sir Bosha Hubi, the Mudo Sena you to make so.
Oh, one district to have a factory, no, say it depends. Say, in general, Nankasana. It's not a commercialized area because so we activities in the coastal. So it's just metropolitan, but a very close knit. And then human, we sell the factory we call no. We need to also see say at the opposite way, we get the raw materials for it. And yes, I will take time and all the time we be accused. Now within a year and the factory collapses because we don't have the raw materials. The idea of saying you have to look and think through. Didn't you see an idea no I hold, but yes, in general.
Me did you pass to say cry idea internal amount to ye power, Sabaton Persuasion, planting for food and jobs near Honky Kayan also no. Musaka Muchafa.
Oh, say a colanche for export, or last year, planting food for export. Only colanche. Area, a Draco in a cracker, but it's mainly a cocoa planting area. Yes, I can be. When I say, say, once for no free seedlings, it being 2,000, it being 1,000, 3,000, I'm 2 years, I'm good to move. And it's also another planning for food.
I'm saying when in Prenaya, we do man for him. No one rush it with you. Oh, prayer to us.
Yami Atuma, my conyana, and young Prena.
Impressing.
I come Prena and Prena, and we come some co win I made a mammy in Preno. That be 20 years.
It's a pretty and print name.
And pray none of the Benana, a belly anymore. Yeah, Yami Adoma.
Then now did you say we didn't see our man for the young Mujidia or Tomausa?
You see, politics and yet Sika. A human relationship is very, very key. Adoye being a philanthropist, because that's part of it. And so be Budipa. Some boy don't say it's not Amoako on radio on TV show. It's not that not here interview. But yes, I go try TV show and radio show. At the American visa minimum and and I say because we be na me interview and I say we be chain or kayo no. Yeah, can some young can in debate with issues. At the Sandy Oma we na Moria Mamma Abotre humility service to people. That's what if I said was some mind. And because of my son, until there may be a man I'm first. That's one thing I own my son. So there's some man, there's so many piano, Masaka. Now, mention my Jimmy Dachi, so Russia bedroom and the economy from Tina, my 4 years or 12 among the piano.
Where do Pempen Subia BBC among your same? We know so do Jam yourself.
Sunday, I'm on so to do yes. Because so here, I'm so Hana in Africa in general, and yeah, so outside, my son is a little bit different. This is here, and I compare. I spend most of the time outside. It is over, and I compare animal and out here. But no, it's Africa. So they are almost the Omutman. So what me at was so fine, what me and I watch one of us up at was.
Inti, and on the crack anything.
So, Jadina, Edmond Amayaku, and if you are coming, but we are now over Tyson, so will be. And what she say, some in Finland, on the camera. Some of you cry about 90% of the embarrassment, I think, between me.
Then I never win this one.
Oh, so be any way in Kenya, some acquire some. In schools, those are for the returns, especially Aquine, then yeah, proud. But that thing I'm in charge of, or the year of the rules, they are doing a lot.
Year of fruits, not 7%. And on a crossing, and I say coronavirus.
They are so, like I said, the outside, they are working very hard.
Because some for the I say, now a budget. It's any coronavirus, a excuse.
No, and I'm just we are. Actually, no according to what I can't some go somewhere. And I says also move from. I don't want my friend now. Can you trade in Quakana? I get in front of what's up, so then you see, say it's going well.
And you bring on our chassis and I say, they are way at the
no. They shall say somewhere December. Then it's still ongoing.
We should Ghana sending your money, semi with Sitefana. It's the same thing. I'll be to Yanka and Ghana, your money, it was
so your money is somewhere Ghana. There's a lot of faces because my son, the N2 person, MPP, NDC, those things. I say to me, if I'm a son, who said Ghana, once you're able to get that one out of our minds, things are man back. But it takes some nice support in instances we say, oh, we NDC, we MVP, and on a more be her. Because who are officers or NDC, and Macra, they are both our call. Don't think, once or you're done, and you know. Nayan solely pending for and I say, be any other sectors beyond, they should stay away from politics. This is what creates a lot of problem for everybody. No, the Hoko Drum when you could, no, Honako contest, no, it's if you want to be a politician, stay and be a politician. If you want to be a technocrat, be a technocrat. Sebeya, we a Jumano. Ababi about Bosomono. And yet, me wa. It will be a now over the Coma, or before and this in Nibiwa, or the Coma and this in Nibio, or under MPP. It's not, doesn't help. So you can have very objective, so man, because so then you're selfish interested there. You should look at the country first. See if you're Ghana, you're trying Ghana what they are. You go for. But if you do at the moment what we are doing is not gonna help.
We can say A.B.A. It's as if 1992 ban in Anya MPP, nay NDC, Anya MPP, nay NDC, some pepper.
Someone of you to know mobile. And you can debuse the mind.